In less than a day, Justin Bieber posted 14 times on Instagram and went live on Twitch to show off his training. Hailey Bieber then posted a mystery Instagram story with a handwritten note indicating she's living her dream life. This all happened just a few days after Selena Gomez was nominated for a Grammy. Is it a coincidence? Not likely. The timing seems too planned. It seems like every time Justin and Hailey do something, it has something to do with Selena's calm confidence. Everyone is talking about the internet. Fans are putting the pieces together, and to be honest, it seems like something significant is about to happen. Early Friday morning, news of Selena's Grammy nomination first came out. Elle and Billboard quickly grabbed it up. Her name was all over social media in less than an hour. The nomination was for Best Dance Pop Recording for the song she did with Blanco. But the category wasn't what actually made it blow up. Selena's reaction was what it was. She didn't write a long caption or make a big deal out of it. She just sent exploding head emojis and a modest thank you. That's all. One post, no drama, and no censors. Yet it still broke the internet. That's how much power she has now. Selena's silence says more than anyone else's long paragraphs. She only posts once and then takes over the day, whereas others post all the time to stay visible. It's hard not to remember how the industry used to underestimate her when you see how calmly she's handling things. And now she's winning by doing less. That's probably why everyone else feels so uneasy. It's hard to match with her tranquility. If you sense that change too, hit like right now, because I know I'm not the only one who sees this happening. Someone says, Selena's energy is different now. She doesn't want attention. She is giving off peace. And to be honest, that hit me. It's true. She no longer explains herself. Someone else said, it's crazy how her calm makes people more scared than any drama ever could. And I couldn't agree more. Her silence says more than anyone else's frequent blogging. And as Selena's website started to get popular, Justin headed in the opposite route. He was everywhere in just a few hours, 14 postings in less than 20 hours with a live Twitch exercise stream. It was like he wanted everyone to look at him again. It appeared strange at first, but the timing was just too perfect. It was almost like he couldn't take the calm around Selena's moment. I viewed those clips, and even though the camera was shaking, the music was loud, and the sweat was streaming, something didn't feel right. He seemed nervous and distracted, as if he were attempting to act calm instead of being calm. And that's the thing. Real peace doesn't need to yell. I've been following Justin for years, and it's easy to tell when he's focused and when he's trying to escape something. This time, it looks like he's attempting to prove he's fine by demonstrating it, which is what he wants. But peace doesn't need anyone else. Selena, on the other hand, stays silent and still makes every headline. That's what makes the difference. While Justin keeps mixing up attention and healing, she demonstrates strength by being still, seeing the difference play out on lines without Selena saying a word. Justin's posts make it seem like he wants to look in control even when he's not, someone said. That's really how it looks, to be honest, someone else said. Justin reacts every time Selena breathes. It seems like he's still trying to take our tranquility, and they might be true because Hailey's timing felt all too familiar. Much like Justin's tweet took over everyone's feeds, Hailey posted the handwritten story, I'm living in a dream, but it's my real life, as soon as Selena's name was in the news again. It appeared innocent at first, but the internet didn't agree. When someone repeats saying they're happy, it usually suggests they're attempting to convince themselves. It felt like there was an unspoken competition going on right in front of us, the more I looked at the post. Not between jobs or brands, but tranquility. Selena's calmness made a difference even if she didn't say anything. And that must make Hailey mad because every time someone shines softly, Hailey responds with another phrase about love, life, or thankfulness. It's not obvious, but it's always there. I've seen it too many times. When Selena's elegance makes her popular, Hailey suddenly starts to show that she doesn't care. But you don't need proof to have real tranquility. That's the true problem. Selena doesn't reveal how happy she is. She just does it. Hailey, on the other hand, keeps trying to convince everyone, maybe even herself, that she's still shining in a limelight that doesn't feel like it's hers anymore. One admirer remarked, Hailey posts a quotation every time Selena has a baby. It seems more like an obsession than confidence. To be honest, that's exactly how it comes across. Another said, Selena's silence hurts more than anything Hailey could say. I thought it was funny when I read that. But it's real. You can't compete with someone who isn't playing anymore. It's not only what Hailey does in her free time. Every time Selena's name is in the news, it tends to hurt her professional reputation. The figures say it all. According to reports, Rare Beauty produced more than $400 million 0 cents last year, making it one of the celebrity companies that grew the fastest. Rhode, on the other hand, barely made $20 million, 0 cents. Still expanding, although not as much as before. People keep saying it's a rivalry online, but it isn't. Selena has already built her empire. I've gone to Sephora and seen the Rare Beauty shelves empty, and when they refill, they sell out right away. Rhode debuts without much fanfare, largely because of who owns it. That is what makes anything real and what makes it a good ad. Selena offers feeling, self-esteem, friendliness, and confidence. Hailey sells looks. You can also see it on the web. One Rare Beauty launch can bring down a whole website. Rhode requires influencer efforts to help sales. It's not hate, it's the truth, plain and simple. Selena's brand is a reflection of her progress and her experience. Hailey is still trying to figure hers out. And maybe that's the hard truth. You may replicate someone's style, tone, and even their packaging, but you can't duplicate the trust of the public. Hailey is still striving to prove she deserves hers, but Selena already has hers. I saw a comment that said, Rare Beauty isn't just makeup, it's a movement. Rhode just seems like another side project for an affluent girl. And to be honest, it's hard to disagree. Another fan said, Selena made something that people can relate to. People compare what Hailey made. That really stayed with me because it's true. Hailey's brand makes people want to know more, while Selena's brand makes people want to stay loyal. Seeing everything happen online, like the posts, the quotes, and the comments, it's evident that Selena's best strength is something that most people have trouble with: being quiet. She goes into quiet while others try to get attention. Sources say she's been spending more time at home with Blanco, away from the noise and with family, music, and peace. That even makes the news. I've seen a couple pictures of them together that weren't staged. No PR, no acting, just two people living their lives. That is true power. In a business where things are always going wrong, choosing calm demonstrates that you are in charge. Selena doesn't post to show that she's happy. That's just who she is. She just is. That's what makes her stand out now. She's not doing peace. She is keeping it safe. And every time she stays quiet, her effect rises because people can't stop talking about the woman who won't answer. It's like poetry. Selena has learned that being quiet doesn't mean you're weak. She is completely at ease with her power. Some people post all the time to show they're okay, but she's already there. No noise, no affirmation, just steadicom. One admirer said, Selena's piece says more than Hailey's whole PR team. That made me laugh. But it's true. Another person added, you can tell when someone is better. You don't need to say anything about Selena's energy. And to be honest, that's all there is to it. She doesn't have to say she's okay. We can already sense it. These days, it seems like Justin is fighting to keep himself together while the world continues reminding him of everything he's lost. He's streaming, publishing, performing, praying, and doing everything else to look okay, but none of it feels real. I've seen some of his Twitch streams. He laughs, works out, and reads comments, but there's a spark in his eyes that doesn't match the smile. He seems peaceful, but he's really not. And that's probably why it's hard to watch. You can tell the difference if you've been following him for years. I remember him saying that he wanted a simple life with a home, love, faith, and tranquility. It looks like he's going after that notion more than ever now. He's still running, but he's going slower and has more filters and fewer answers. It's not hate, it's sadness. Everything's sad. To see someone who used to have everything now looking for meaning in everything. He has the money, the fame, the house, and the wife, but it all seems like it's been borrowed. It doesn't look like he's found peace. It seems like he's trying to talk himself into thinking he already has it. That's what makes him different from Selena today. She doesn't chase her healing in public. She keeps it safe without making a fuss. She let go and found peace. He calls it faith and keeps clinging on. It might be guilt. Maybe it's because I miss it, but you can see it. The tiredness in his stillness and the stress in his smile. Justin looks like a man who's still haunted by the version of himself that hurt her, one fan remarked. And to be honest, that one hurt a lot. That's probably why he's so loud, to drown out the murmurs inside. Another fan said Selena's piece was like a mirror for Justin. He sees what he could have been. That mirror must be hard to look at if that's true. It's evident who truly won after all the ruckus, silence, posts, and quotes. Selena didn't need to get back at anyone or prove anything. Her work became proof. Justin is still looking, Hailey is still on stage, and for some reason, Selena's quiet is louder than all of the noise put together. This story has never turned out this well for me. The girl they didn't believe in is now the benchmark by which everyone else is measured. So do you think that piece might be the loudest type of revenge that the internet couldn't stop talking about? Every post, every anecdote, and every calm moment Selena shared felt like a new story. Justin, on the other hand, kept up the whirlwind. Stress, posts, workouts, as if being seen could replace the void he couldn't describe. Fans were recognizing patterns, timing, and reactions almost like watching a chess game in slow motion. Selena didn't say much. She went to tiny studio sessions with Blanco, laughed at inside jokes, and enjoyed times that had nothing to do with being famous. She wasn't acting, she was living. Hailey, on the other hand, looked to be stuck in a loop. Quotes about being thankful, stage smiles, and regular reminders of her fantasy life. Selena's calmness seemed to get louder the more she tried to convey tranquility. People began to see that you can't fake inner balance, and no amount of posting could compete with it. A lot of comments came in pointing out the contrasts: Selena's realness versus Hailey's showiness, Justin's noise versus Selena's quietness. The supporters had a revelation by the conclusion of the week. There was no drama or competition in the plot. It was about progress, timing, and the quiet strength of being sure of yourself. Every small thing Selena did taught me something. You don't have to yell to get noticed, be remembered, or win. And as her serenity took over the discourse, the world watched and learned that sometimes the strongest statement is conveyed without words. Living your truth is what makes it